Raanan is fat and he's a Jew. He'll tell you something that you already knew. Your favorite movie sucks. Your favorite movie sucks. American Beauty or Forrest Gump. Your favorite movie sucks.
All right, we are back with another episode of Your Favorite Movie Sucks. Yes.
That's not what this is.
Yes, this is what this is. We're not doing Joe and Raanan.
Yes, we are.
No, we're doing Your Favorite Movie Sucks.
Are you out of your mind?
We're in the studio. What'd you think?
This is Joe and Raanan Talk Movies. We got back together for this.
I thought we got back together.
Are you insane? No, this is going on my YouTube.
It's not going on mine?
No. No one will see it. This is Joe and Raanan Talk Movies. We're back. We took a little hiatus. We're back.
So we're putting on yours?
Of course.
Well, but I want to have it on mine.
But this is Joe and Raanan Talk Movies.
I thought it's Your Favorite Movie Sucks.
This is not my favorite movie. It's not even top 10. What are you, crazy?
If we're putting on yours, you got to just tell everyone to go follow my...
Plug your shit.
Your Favorite Movie Sucks. It's a podcast I do where I have different guests on and I shit on their favorite movies.
And don't confuse it with Your Favorite Band Sucks. That was way before.
Who's
been on lately? Who do you have? Anyone big? Anyone good?
Yeah, we had Jamila Jamil. You know
Who the
her?
fuck is that?
She's from...
Jamil White.
No, she's from... what's it called?
SNL?
The show about hell, The Good Place.
I don't know it.
Hot Indian lady.
Here's what I don't understand.
Sam Morrill, you heard of him?
You had Sam on?
We're having Neil Brennan on soon.
Mark's never doing it.
He's
I'm just going to tell you right now.
Mark, not only is he not doing it, I've asked him twice and he has not responded.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
he's just completely.
Which is
ghosted
amazing
me.
to have a podcast that Mark Normand won't do.
He does. He'll do anything.
I mean, it is really
I might be the first podcast he said no to.
Special to have him. Like, he does podcasts in like...
A homeless man could ask him. He's
yeah.
it'll be good for clicks, you know?
You're not far off, by the way. Wait, what were we going to say? I had something to say. You blew right past.
I didn't blow past.
Who'd you have on? The Jaleel and then...
Jamila, Sam Morrill. He's
Wait, but stop there. I had something to mention about something. Fuck.
First episode probably had my most famous person, Jordan Jensen. She's like a celebrity now.
Yeah, she was on Letterboxd. They were like asking. She said Deer Hunter is her top favorite movie. I'm like, you're trying to. I give you shit for saying you like what is it? Flashdance more than Jaws? Nashville.
Flashdance.
You like Nashville more than Jaws. This bitch bust out the Deer Hunter. That movie sucks. It's like 48-minute opening scene of just nothing, and then they all get to serve together. We talked about it on the podcast before.
It's a lot. It's one of those movies you kind of have to pretend you love, you know.
But not top 4. Jordan, come on. Over Dumb and Dumber?
Can I tell you, she's a dear friend. I love her. I'm happy for her success. Her being on Letterboxd, I've never been more jealous of anything in my life. She's in the movies, the Letterboxd. That's all I've wanted to do.
I know.
Just want to be on there. I know. I just want to
Chloe Ratcliffe's like, I've never seen a movie. Did you see hers? She's like Zoolander. She's like literally like I don't watch movies.
Like, these whores should not be on here. It should be us. What the fuck?
You
She's
can't
like,
say
I don't
whores.
know. What's a movie? She's like, first of all, everyone on Letterboxd. And this is what I really want to do. I'm happy for their success. Check out.
Of course, very happy.
Check out their Bradley Cooper movie that they're in.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I think like. Everyone on Letterboxd, every actor is always so annoying because they're like, oh my God, I'm on the spot. I have to think of it. I'd be the first one to be like, I got it down. I'm ready. I'd be the first one to be like, I've been ready for this.
So what are they? Let's practice. Top 4. Nashville,
Oh God,
Jaws.
I'm on the spot. I never thought this. It just comes out of you.
Nashville, Jaws.
Nashville,
I'm sure
Jaws.
You're gonna say like some bullshit Kurosawa crap.
Ikiru. I don't know. Nashville, Jaws. Maybe I throw in I mean, it can't just be all movies people have heard of. You got to have one that...
No, that's the problem. That's what people try to do. That's what's so annoying. They try to go like, oh, this crazy shit. By the way, did you see Tracy Letts on in the closet, the Criterion closet?
No, what did he say?
He was great. He goes, well, first of all, I'm a collector of physical media and have been for 25 years. So I own 100% of these. He's like, everything here I have in my house. He goes, so I'm not going to take any, but I'll recommend some. And he recommended one movie that was 15 hours long.
What was it?
I don't know.
Napoleon?
Skapoop-a-poop-a-poop or whatever. I don't know.
I saw my favorite one in there was Barry Sonnenfeld because he was in there and he's literally first time I've ever seen. He goes, "I'm not really into movies," so
He said that?
he's like, "I'm not a film guy. I don't love movies."
So was he just a photographer turned cinematographer? He directed a film.
He's directed many. He was like, "I'm not really a film buff."
I respect it. I mean, there's plenty of people like that, I'm sure.
No, yeah, not everyone's fucking Ari Aster. You know what I mean? But I want to be in there. Don't you want to be in there? God, if Jordan,
course, I said
if
when
Jordan's in the Criterion closet, imagine if fucking Chloe's in there. Her and her fucking mole being like, "What are all these gibberish titles?"
She, wait, hold on. What was I going to say? Oh, I had a publicist, and they were like, give us your goals. My therapist, Alan, was like, it doesn't matter how silly it is. Tell them. We didn't get one. But one of them was the Criterion Club. I'm like, get me in the Criterion
I know,
closet. I made a movie.
God, I'd love to be in there. What would you do? What would you just find some? I mean, like,
what would I do? I'd pick movies out, put them in a bag, and talk about them. But I would be the most retarded. I would have to be like, Rushmore, I love this. It's very funny. I saw it in the theater. Oh, there's Royal Tenenbaums. I like this.
I would go on there and like start taking. You know how like people do take a lot of movies. I start taking so many movies it gets awkward.
Yeah,
like
big
I'm like
spaces.
like
and
I'm like just like I'll just take this whole shelf like to the point where they have to be like, you can't take all these.
Right.
I'd like just clear. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take this shelf. Can we all bring it out?
I would also need to go into the DVD machine closet and get a DVD player.
I know. Do they all have DVDs? Do they all just throw it in the trash can when they leave?
Well, I think maybe these people have screening rooms and stuff.
Really?
Of course. If I had wealth, real money, I know you're going to be like, oh, yeah, well, I'm poor. And you're... I would have steam room and screening room. Steam room, screen room.
Yeah, well, I have a screen room. There are projectors in that room. So
I know, but these projectors, I have one as well. My wife got it for me as a gift. It's
nice. Well, she actually got it. She asked me which one I got.
Oh, how about
she
that?
Was jonesing from me.
But how about it? They're not that great because they're never bright and crisp as a television. It's a little bit faded. No matter how dark you get it, it's just not as high.
It's still better.
Thing.
Just like
dark.
dark.
Oh, it's not better. Are you crazy?
I like it better. I like.
Seriously?
We have a projector in the bedroom, and it's great.
We have one in our bedroom too, but it's
not we also
like,
have our bed reclines up like a hospital bed. I got a hospital bed because I'm married to a dying woman, so like we have the bed just goes up. It's kind of perfect setup.
That's a nice setup. I just think it's not. It's always just a little bit faded and off.
Yeah,
it
is. Great. It is. But my eyesight's not great, so it works out.
I know. Yeah, you're.
So what's your letterbox? What are your 4 movies?
Top 4. Well, it's hard when you're on the spot like this. Well, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my top 10. It's hard. They're all clumped together. 4 is so obnoxious.
Well, I think you also accuse people of being like pretentious for saying movies but no one's heard of. But at the same time, it's like you do want to recommend something that people might not know.
But they're saying, what's your top 4? They don't say recommend 4, do they?
No, but you slip in one that maybe people haven't seen because you're like,
because you want a virtue signal.
Well, it's pretentious signaling. I don't know if it's virtue. I mean,
but you think of it as a virtue. I know film better than you.
But much like if you like share a donation thing that you didn't like donate, which I've done that many times where I don't donate but I share it. I'm like, donate to this,
Right.
But much like that, where it's like virtue signaling, it also could lead to some people donating. So it's like virtue signaling can lead to good. Saying a movie that no one's heard of, it's a little pretentious, but it also, like you say, Goodfellas is not. No one's like, what? What is that called? Like, you know what I mean?
But that's not the point. The point is to say your favorite movie.
I think it's to recommend a little. You can slip one in. Just one. I'd probably put Secret Sunshine, throw that in.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Secret Sunshine, everybody. One of my top 4. Check it out. One of the greatest movies of all time. Joe hated it.
Yeah, it's not your top 4 favorite movies.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'd put Jaws, Nashville. I don't know.
You said you had it locked and loaded.
Fargo.
Argo.
That's right, Argo. Yeah. Anyway, we're here on Your Favorite Movie Sucks / Joe and Raanan. It'll be a cross.
It's Joe and Raanan.
It's a cross episode.
Cross-dress.
People
want it. The reason we're doing it, I told you, everyone requested. Nobody requested, hey, you got to go on Your Favorite Movie Sucks. Everybody said, please bring back a Joe and Raanan. I mean, I'm not joking. At least 50 people wrote to me and said, do a Joe and Raanan. We got to hear your take. We got to hear it.
All right. Well,
so we're here to talk about what?
We're here to talk about one battle after another.
I don't care about the title. I just keep saying the new PTA.
Yeah, I know you've been really on this protest. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like saying one battle after another. I don't really get the title. I don't care for the title.
Remember that one movie that was like Edge of Tomorrow and it had a different title and everyone just chose to call it something else and that just became the title? Isn't that kind of what happened?
No.
The Tom Cruise movie, that's great.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow. I think we had like a different title at first. Or like Edge of Tomorrow was like the what do you call it? The subtitle. And then that became the title. I'm serious.
Weird. I don't know. It's also like Bicycle Thief, Bicycle Thieves.
Well, in Italian, it's Bicycle Thieves. They changed it to Bicycle Thief. It should actually be Bicycle Thieves.
Right, because now it's being called that. I literally,
That's a
can I tell
English
you,
translation, yeah.
Can I tell you, I literally not recently, but not that long ago, thought there was a sequel.
To Bicycle Thief? You thought it was like Aliens?
I thought, yeah, exactly. Because it's like, you hear both, and then you're like, wait, Bicycle
Like
Thieves?
they pitched it, they're like, oh, you know how people love that first one was Bicycle. One more bicycle. And they're like, that's crazy.
Couple of thieves. Well, they had it's not Bicycles Thief. It's Bicycle Thieves.
Have you seen that movie?
What am I, an asshole?
Such a great movie.
Yes, I've seen it.
I don't know. You accuse me of pretentious 1 minute, and then the next you're like, you know what you are?
Yeah, but you're not. Bicycle Thief is like the ground lay of like film. It's not fucking Sunshine Buddies.
You really, but you do like to dance between like Everyman and also like Artsy. You like to dance between them when it's convenient. You know?
Well, I have a above everyman understanding of film. I've seen the basic great film.
But I like once mentioned like a poem and you're like, I was like, do you know that poem? And you literally like, what am I, an asshole? Like
I'm doing a joke. I'm doing a fit.
Oh, you're doing a bit? Because I was saying you're like I'm not gay. Like you like don't know. You think poetry is like.
Well, first of all, I give you shit for just dropping Russian novels like it's just nothing.
What's the difference? Bicycle Thief? It's all the same artsy fartsy shit.
I suppose.
You're artsier than you let on, you know?
Well, I get shit both ways. People think I'm like retarded and then also a cunt. It's crazy. I'm the only guy that's like getting like, you think you're so high and mighty and better than everyone, and then also like you're a complete uneducated retard.
Well, I guess that's. Yeah, I mean, everyone's uneducated now. That's the culture now. If someone disagrees with you, they're either. If you're in a disagreement with someone, that person is either gaslighting you or they are uneducated. There's no idea of like someone being educated and having a different opinion. You either have the opinion or you're uneducated.
Yes, exactly. And I see this all the time. People are like, all you do is parrot Sam Harris's opinions. And I'm like, well, what if I listen to Sam Harris because he's somebody that I agree with?
Right.
Yeah. And you're like, it's not like just he is the one guy saying that, Hamas is bad.
Whoa.
It's like, well, he must just be parroting. I'm like, these guys are chopping people's heads off. I don't like that. They're like, well, you just stole that.
By the way, how hilarious is that everyone's congratulating Trump? Shouldn't you give it a little bit of time to see if this works? I mean, people are like, oh, well, you got to give him this. No, you don't.
No, you should.
You got the hostages back, but
you should.
Well, it's also been like quite a long time.
What do you mean?
It's been a lot of death and war. It's not like he stopped it in the beginning.
Right.
It's not like he's like, oh, thank God he stopped it. Otherwise, it would have gotten really bad.
Right. But, I mean, you don't want to be one of these guys that can't give any credit ever.
I think I'm one of those guys.
What about bombing Iran? You didn't like that?
I did like that.
Okay.
I did like that. Yeah, I mean...
Bombing Iran, got the vaccine out. That was a while ago.
Yeah, he got the vaccine out,
but
he's
himself,
also...
but...
Yeah.
Well, that's the best.
He got the vaccine out, and we hate Biden for getting the vaccine out. We credit Trump for getting it out, and we hate Biden for, I don't know, being involved.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
He's done a couple things.
Yeah.
He's all right.
But I mean, Hitler was against smoking. You know what I mean?
Is that right?
Yeah, he was against smoking and against. He was a vegetarian. He thought eating meat was immoral. Isn't that crazy?
True?
Yeah. He was like, people would eat meat. He'd be like, it's just a bad person. That person.
Wow.
He's like, how can you not realize animals are human beings?
How could you cook an animal? You're putting animals in ovens? This is
Unless
nuts.
it's like a Jewish animal, you know. But all right. Anyway, we've lost everyone. We're here today to talk about one battle after another. It's been requested by a lot of people. They demand it. We're actually we're in demand. We're in demand.
Your demand now, dog.
So you saw it first.
I saw it first, which I feel a little silly because I saw it 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
I saw it once. You've seen it twice,
I've seen
and
it twice.
both times more recently.
Yes.
So I'm a little behind
But
here,
I mean,
but
you remember it. It's pretty
I remember
memorable.
most of it, but I was convinced you were going to hate it, and you tried to do this horse shit of it's too built up. You've had two different things that I don't care for.
Yeah.
One is these people that are like, I didn't like it because it was built up. You're like, just watch the fucking movie as a movie.
But honestly, it does affect me. It really has affected me.
I know it does. I'm criticizing
No,
you
but I'm
for
saying
that.
like I'm not like pretending for like. Hype
I'm not
fucks
saying
shit
you're
up.
pretending.
Oh.
I'm saying it's annoying when people are like not judging the movie based on what it is.
I know. Well,
Instead of like, oh, I heard people say it was good, so now I don't like
what's
it.
tough is when I waited too long. I waited like a week and a half or 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and the reviews were like, there's never been more unity in the country before.
Right.
Like it was just, I've never seen more of a unanimous thing. And so I'm like, God damn it. Because then you're going to be watching and being like, is that the greatest movie of the decade every moment? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like when you spend a lot of money on a meal and then every bite, you're like, was that worth like $25? You know what I mean? Each bite.
I'm not Jewish, so no, but I understand.
But at the same time, and this has happened before, you texted me, you said you loved it. I bet you're going to hate it. And I always wonder when you text that if you're thinking like maybe there is a problem with it and you're wanting to see if I'll sniff it out, you know?
No, but I could see where you wouldn't like. I could see reasons. By the way, you said the same thing to me. You thought I was going to hate it because of this other thing.
But
The military was white supremacist or something.
Right,
I thought it was
right.
just one character, but I thought you might hate it because you're big into character depth
Yes.
and character development, and you never know why someone's doing something. And I felt they didn't really get into a lot of that. That's like the one criticism I've heard of. How did DiCaprio? Why is he in this? Ultra left wing thing.
Right.
Why is she like this? Why is she so dedicated? They didn't get into their cause much. They kind of just were like, all right, these people are radical left wing terrorists, and these people aren't.
I was actually surprised people unequivocally loved it. I do really love it, but it did take me a little bit. The first time I saw it, first of all, I don't know. The minute it ends, I'm like, it's a lot to process. I can't just be like, that was great. It's so much to process. And there is difficulties in what it is that I found. I've come to accept them through the Star Wars key, which we'll talk about, which I
Yes,
think is the
please.
key to the movie.
Which I've said to other people, and they're like, Raaan's a retard. That's stupid. I don't get it.
Well, actually, I heard Leo, after I said that, I heard Leo mention it on an interview. So I mean, not to say, trust the tale, not the teller, but like, there is this difficulty about what world we're in when we're watching this. Because it is bizarre. I mean, what you got here, and this is the stuff I had to grapple with. It's obviously very fun and I saw it on IMAX. Did you see it on IMAX?
I didn't see it on IMAX.
Seeing it on IMAX is crazy because you're like, it does feel like it's more than a movie. And then you're kind of like,
More than a movie to me.
but it is a weird, before I talk about how much I loved it and ended up loving it, I just want to say it is a weird story, like the way it's told. There's no context for the world you're showing.
Right.
There's no context for like who the president is, what's the political climate.
Right.
People say it's relevant to our world, and I guess it's relevant in some ways, but it's also very different than our world in many ways, Like we don't have far left. We don't have like that now. I mean, it's essentially taking like the Chicago, the weathermen from the Vietnam and putting them now.
Right.
So it's an alternate universe essentially,
Right.
right?
To some degree, I guess so. And also, it starts off. You don't realize it was years ago when it starts.
Yeah, and there's no showing time. Like Leonardo DiCaprio looks the exact same.
Right.
Like it's 16 years. Like I don't think you're supposed to go, oh, Obama was president in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's kind of an alternate universe, like you said. Well, I think P.T. Anderson does that sometimes. Like Licorice Pizza, we've talked about, I think. I have no idea what's going on there. Like how much time passes in this movie?
Yeah,
This guy has like 4 businesses, and he's like 15 the whole time. I don't get it. Like they don't explain.
And then you're like, is it a flaw or is it the point? The old Stanley Kubrick thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is it a flaw? Is it laziness? Or is it the point?
I think he doesn't
Care.
Maybe just doesn't care. Kind of like David Lynchian sort of thing, where it's like it doesn't matter.
And he is Lynchian, P.T. Anderson. He is Lynchian in many ways. I feel like a lot of his movies, even though I love so much about him, there's a lot I struggle with. A lot of his movies, I don't know what it's about.
Right.
And I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it because I'm not sure. And then I'm kind of in this question, like, do I like The Master? I'm kind of in this point where I'm like, am I just not getting it? Or is it a little like not fully thought out? I can't ever tell sometimes.
Yes, and it's frustrating for that reason. I think Inherent Vice is like that. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on there. I don't know anyone that understands that movie.
I feel like that about Licorice Pizza. I don't really get. I like usually when you're watching a movie, you kind of understand. It doesn't have to be simplistic, but you understand the themes it's trying to explore. Sometimes there's his movies, I don't Master, I get some of the themes, but with Licorice Pizza, I did not know what it was trying to explore or say.
Was it just, I think, youth and young love in the 70s? He just loves that time period?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's just something like missing. Now, this is a weird thing because it's like, and also, Eddington, which I love, what also took me a little while to process.
I know, believe me. You're like, I hate this movie, and then you're like, this is the top 5 movies of all time.
But this is like
it's your Letterboxd.
This is the reverse of Eddington, right? This is a movie that has, when it comes to the politics, it's very morally simplistic to the most degree. It is. I mean, like the good guys are the radicals, and the bad guy is the military, whatever rogue group that is.
I suppose, but do they say that? I think they think DiCaprio's a good guy. And Benicio del Toro seems like a good guy. But they're not like, hey, these blowing up these places are good.
Yeah, I guess you mean the early part.
Yeah.
Yes, well, that's what's interesting. So, yes, I guess on some level, they're maybe not like saying that, the beginning.
They're robbing a bank.
But there's certainly, the movie doesn't address Leonardo DiCaprio having any guilt for helping blow up buildings. You know what I mean?
Right.
So so it is a little... It's almost like, maybe they're getting a little too much into it in the beginning, but it's kind of still kind of like supporting them. I don't know. It's a little more, it's not morally, it doesn't delve into the morals of that much, right? Like because there's no like, it's not running on empty. There's no like Leo being like, oh man, I feel really bad that I blew up that, blow up that building,
Yeah. He doesn't seem to think about anything other than his daughter's safety.
And if anything, the moral complexity has more to do with her betraying people than it does with her like being a rebel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose so. This is where it gets a little fuzzy. You mean his wife?
His wife in the beginning. Yeah. So it's like, and this is where if you go down this way of looking at it, it all starts to fall apart, which I think you can't go down that way. Because if you look at it that way, you're like, okay, the movie in the beginning when they free the immigrants, that's clearly seen as a very good thing. You know what I mean? Maybe they're
illegal.
The undocumented, right? Maybe they're a little performative, the group, or like having a lot of fun, but it is good. It's not like when they blow shit up, the movie's like suddenly taking a turn. Like, not to say the movie's judging. I don't think the movie wants you to be like, oh fuck, now they're getting like a little too evil. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, or maybe it does a little, but it definitely doesn't explore that. Right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it just feels like it's all set up, it feels like, at the beginning.
Right.
It's all kind of action-y setup of like, here's what they are. They're these radicals. They're crazy. And then it's going to take you to this place where...
Right. And it's about the psychology. It's not about the politics, really. I mean,
that's what I mean. They don't get into what they really believe or what
you have no idea. You have no idea. There's like an abortion ban they talk about, but there's you have no concept of what their mission is. You have no concept of what that rogue military thing is that Sean Penn is in. There's no political contextualizing. You know?
No, that's what I was saying. That's why I thought you might not like it, because there's very little development there. And you never hear DiCaprio say, but maybe that's the point. He just kind of gets pulled along. Maybe they're saying something about that. Is that a lot of these people in the streets and throwing Molotov cocktails are like, have you actually thought about any of this?
But I don't think it is saying that, because I don't think that's what you draw from the end. I think ultimately maybe when she jumps on the bank, there's like, oh, it's a little performative. But in the grand scheme of things, they are the good guys. I think in the grand scheme of things, there's not a question. Like, the good guys are the radicals, and the bad guys is the government or the military, or whatever this rogue nation is, And this is where I think the Star Wars key comes in.
Yes, hit the people with the Star Wars.
So, if you look at it like Star Wars, which you can very much look at it like essentially Sean Penn is part of the Empire, and they're the rebels, like in Star Wars, right? And in Star Wars, you're never questioning, like, what are the rebels all about? You know what I mean? You're never like, what are they? You're like, what is their main position? You know?
Right.
It's just kind of a good guys versus bad guys sort of thing.
The great Tom Shalhoub joke.
What's the joke?
I think we talked about this. He's like, and he's a conservative guy, but he was like, when the war started, the Afghan war started, I'm watching, and I'm like, these guys it remind me of Star Wars, because they're in the sand, they're like rebels, they all look different, they're ragtag, and we're all like military and buttoned up and
Yeah.
And he's like, it made me change my opinion, not of the war, but of the movie. He's like, who the hell are these assholes?
They're like
running
terrorists.
around? Yeah, he's like, what is this? What the hell are these people? He's like, the Empire looks quite nice. Everyone's buttoned up and looking good. Everything's efficient. There's just these assholes running around terrorizing them.
Right. No, I mean, that's the thing. You can't, there is no real, I mean, maybe in the later Star Wars they try to, but there is no contextualizing the politics of Star Wars outside of the good guys versus bad guys, and the Empire's bad. And Sean Penn is clearly like Darth Vader, and almost to the point where like she ends up being, Luke, where she has to accept that he's her father,
Right.
and I, Benicio. I mean, you can get into the specifics, even
So
though
who's Del Toro?
I mean, I think he's Yoda.
I can see that.
He's Yoda, and then Leo is I guess some kind of like really high Obi-Wan, like really fucked up high Obi-Wan. But then, I mean, obviously, and then there's so many bounty hunters. But even if you
But
look,
Obi-Wan is not like a retard. He's like
yeah, I said he's like a retard Obi-Wan.
I mean, doesn't that make it fall apart though? He's like Obi-Wan, but just like nothing like that at all. He's not dead.
It's not
He's not
Animal Farm. I'm not saying it's Star Wars. I'm not saying it's exactly,
Right.
But if you look at the way the story's told, the way Sean Penn comes down on that town, doesn't that feel so much like the way Darth Vader comes down on a town, where like the Empire's coming, they kind of go down on the town and they're looking for the rebels, and then
Right.
so much of the movie is like putting the rebels hostage and negotiating with them, which is also so much of Star Wars. Like, tell me where he is, tell me where she is. It just has that Star Wars kind of feel, you
Right.
know? And so if you accept the Star Wars part, that this is there's no like contextualizing like in Star Wars. You're just like, the Empire's bad. Maybe there's a couple connections, immigration, but it's clearly not developed, Then once you accept that, you can kind of enjoy the movie, and the depth isn't so much in the politics, it's in the psychology of the characters and what it's saying philosophically. Right?
Sure. You lost me. It's a lot of words.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. Yes.
Like, it's like, if you follow the political contextualization, it all falls apart.
Right.
If you accept the Star Wars motif, like, no one is watching Star Wars going, what is the rebels like main? Do they have like a form of government they want to bring, like
Right,
start?
right,
You know
right.
what I mean? If you give up on that, it is the depth is in the psychology of the characters, their sexual relationships, their power dynamics, and also this idea of like a father not being able to really. I mean, what is so moving about the movie to me, and what I get so moved by, is like, it's essentially that old action trope, the father trying to save the daughter, Taken, but he never is able to do anything. He's so ineffectual,
Yeah, I suppose so. You mean ineffectual or ineffective?
Both. I mean, like he like basically is behind her the whole time. Like, he never is able to. I mean, he's there at the end,
Right.
to comfort her, but it's ultimately a movie about a father wanting to protect his daughter, but not really being able to. But yet at the same time, you're moved by his heroism, not the heroism of getting shit done, just the heroism of the act of trying to.
Right.
And that's so moving to me. He's a pothead mess, and he's trying to save his daughter, and he can't.
I feel like you're going to use this as an ability to be a shitty dad. You're like, this is perfect. This is what I needed. He's out on the road.
It doesn't matter what the effort.
He's in the basement
it's the
making a
fact that I care.
podcast. Yeah.
It's like when Willie Nelson sang that song about his, you're always on my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's pretty convenient.
Yeah,
You're on
great.
the road.
I was thinking about you. He's like, it's wonderful. He still does drugs. He sits on the couch.
He's
He
like,
watches
you're
movies.
always on my mind while I was not away. I was not with you, but I was writing songs like this. But I mean, don't you feel that? I mean, weren't you moved? Let's talk about, like, Do you not remember? Are you just in a
Yeah,
blur
no.
of fatherhood? Like
No, I'm listening. You're talking a lot. It's a lot of talking.
well, get in there, you
It's
know?
a lot of gum. I can't. You're yelling at me. No, I found it very moving and touching. And yeah, I don't even know. You've said so much. I don't even know what to respond to. I don't know where we're at. I'm thinking about Han Solo over here.
It's a lot to talk about.
Mila Kunis. My number one favorite joke ever.
What are you talking about?
That's when they did the Family Guy did the Return of the Jedi spoof.
Oh,
and
really?
Jabba the Hutt there, and he goes, Mila Kunis.
Okay, that's like a Jabba the Hutt language, kind of.
Yeah,
That's
and then
really
she's
funny.
the actor that
That's
he's
really
talking
funny.
to. But
She's
anyway,
Jewish, by the way.
is that right?
Every hot celebrity from that era was Jewish.
What error?
The Mila Kunis, Natalie Portman, Scarlett Johansson. They're Jews. They're Jewish broads.
Wow.
Those are all Jew broads. They're the hottest ones.
All right.
I'm just saying. People act like Jewish women are ugly with the big nose. You know, they all imagine the Chaim girl from this. But like some of them are
Hi,
fucking.
girl's pretty attractive.
What?
Really?
You think she's attractive?
I don't think she's some ugly piece of shit.
I
The one in Licorice Pizza?
I'm weird. This is maybe, and she's very talented. She's a great actress, and this is maybe probably the most.
Very talented. Let's leave it at that.
But this is maybe like the meanest thing I could ever say. I don't think I'd have sex with her. And if you know me,
Nobody
that's
believes
the
it.
meanest.
Every comment is going to be like, that's crazy.
That's how.
This is good because we talked Trump briefly. No one's going to remember that because you just said you wouldn't
Even
have
if
sex
my
with
wife
people,
was
though.
like, you can have sex with one person as long as it's a Chaim girl, and the Chaim was like, let's have sex. I think I'd say no.
Let me pull her up because I think you're out of your mind. What don't you like?
She's got a big Jew nose, and she's just like, she looks like drained a little, like her face. I mean, oh look, she's hotter than me, you know, but like she's like a little like
I'm not saying she's
mummified.
hot, but yeah, I'm looking at photos. I mean, nothing.
There's something missing. It's like angularly.
Well, this is not hot.
You think that is hot?
I said this is not hot. I don't know. I think she's pretty. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, listen. You know, she's not.
I mean, definitely the hottest one in the movie is the child. She is hot.
The young daughter.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mean when she grows up?
You mean like after the movie?
Well, let's
She's not 17 in the movie. I'm sure she's like.
Let's get
18.
back to the movie. And again, it's been a month for me, so I didn't see it twice. I didn't put as much thought. I thought it was a fun, wild ride. I thought it was great fun. I was ear to ear the whole time.
You know, it's very fun. Yeah.
The chase at the end. Benicio del Toro was my favorite character, my favorite part. That whole sequence. I mean, the sequence where they're jumping up and the skateboard guys are doing the thing, and then he's doing it. It's like it's fucking hilarious and beautiful. Although I did have one beef we talked about. It makes no sense that he falls off the roof and then runs around the corner, and they're just waiting for him. He perfectly gets like zapped.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Well,
who was that?
But it's a gag. But
Who was standing there? It's just a gag. But
But that part's so great though.
it's fucking
so
hilarious.
Funny.
Now my beef with the movie was they go too full comedy a couple times.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
when the daughter comes out with her friends and he's like, "Hey Chico, what are you doing? You dressed like that? That's great." Like it just felt so. It felt like fucking watching. Who's the Don Rickles or something.
Well, you know what it reminded me of a lot? It's so funny because the Leo character now in this is like kind of part of this comedic actor he's become. And it reminded me a lot of Rick Dalton when he's yelling at the hippies. You know what I mean?
Right, yes.
It's like
It's very much like that.
Leo has created this kind of great comedic persona you can go back to. So in this performance,
And Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah,
is
you
amazing.
see so much of Wolf of Wall Street and Rick Dalton in it. You know what I mean? Like it's
And the dude, he feels very much like.
Well, yeah.
It's very Coen Brothers.
Oh
at
yeah, I
times,
mean it's
too.
the dude as Liam Neeson from Taken. You know, essentially. You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
the scene, of course, with Del Toro where he's getting him to jump out of the car, it feels exactly like the scene in Big
oh yeah,
Lebowski.
yeah, just do it. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a hilarious scene, and I mean, there's beautiful moments like that too. I mean, with the lady, the nurse lady, she's like, "Oh, you're diabetic, Mister Whatever," and she says his name, and you realize he's gonna get out. I mean, that's like a great, fun reveal moment, and he jumps out the back window and gets in with Del
It's
Toro.
also weirdly beautiful. That's when they play that Michael Jackson song, I believe, when he like goes through the doors.
I can't even remember.
It's like a very like for some weirdly moving that moment. I don't.
It's extremely touching. I mean, my favorite moment of the whole movie is when they're in the car and he's starting to get emotional and he goes, "Don't go dark on me, man." He's like, "I'm here. I'm here."
That part is so beautiful.
It's amazing and so funny. And the Del Toro character, I want to have his own spin-off movie. It's so great, and he's also like kind of out of shape. He's like this Zen sensei, but he looks like shit. And that whole sequence is great, and him being dancing drunk with the cop coming up and sacrificing for his buddy
and
there.
being so zen when you know what that reminded me, even though I'm not crazy about the song, when he's all zen or just joking when they're arresting him, reminded me of that, what's that Modest Mouse song? I saw a cop car pulled over the other day, just float on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know Float On. You didn't even come close to sounding. It's like you started for a second, and then you're like, I'll just talk. I can't do the thing.
Yeah, I mean, the movie is so... I found the movie really, really moving. Like, it stuck with me. And it is maybe because I'm having a daughter, and I want to believe in the future of... You know, you want to be hopeful. You know what I mean? When you have a kid, you can be a nihilist all you want when you're not having a kid. But when you have a kid, you want to believe in the future of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is my big beef with you, with this review.
What?
Because we've had this argument on the show. People remember, you're like, well, people act like if they have a kid, they have some different perspective, as though you can have perspective for having a kid. And then you're like, I liked it because I'm having a daughter. And I'm like, well, here we go.
Well, but to be fair, that's different than if you're like, I like the movie because it was free time from my kid or something. You know what I mean?
No. I'm talking about that movie we watched where they cut the kid's tongue off.
Oh, you're like, I couldn't, you're like, that was really
And I was like, it's horrible. And you're like, oh, it was so disturbing. And I was like, well, I have a son, so it's like extra. And you're like, oh my God, I could never understand.
You acted like without a kid, I'd just be like, whatever.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You don't understand. It's like, yeah, but can't you say, like, what, don't you think if your mother was murdered, a movie where someone's mother is murdered would affect you deeper?
I dream about that every day that she gets murdered. No.
Folks.
And honestly, the kid cut, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So Schindler's List is no more moving to you than it is to fucking Tim Dillon.
Well, Tim Dillon's a psychopath, but like, I mean, to you, you love that movie? You probably love it more than I do.
I love the movie, but I do love it more than you do because you think The Pianist is better, which is retarded.
I'm not like, no, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But so if you're watching a child get their tongue cut off, and I can picture my own child that I see every day, it's going to have a deeper effect. And you're yourself now saying the movie is great because I'm having a daughter.
Maybe, but like if someone's like, I really love Schindler's List, I'm not going to be like, oh, you don't even know the half of it. Imagine if you're Jewish.
No, but that's not the argument.
Yeah.
The argument is you're saying you can't, a personal thing shouldn't affect something more. But now we haven't even had your fucking kid, and you're already doing it. And of course, if someone's grandparents died in the Holocaust, watching a Holocaust movie might affect them a little bit more than someone who didn't.
Well, my grandparents didn't die in the Holocaust.
That's not the point.
But yeah.
Example.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just thought it was making me seem like I like didn't care at all. I still cared. You cared a little more.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I will say this is a really good movie though. Like I'm not like I don't like when people have kids and it makes them like bad shit. You know what I mean? I don't think that's what's happening.
Oh, no.
Some people are like, I have a kid and it's just good 2 hours to escape. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, you know?
Right.
Like this, I identified with it, with the kid, but like, you know, obviously a lot of people love it who don't have kids, you know what I mean?
Yes. But that was one of your main reasons that you said. That was the first thing you texted me.
Well, I will say when I left the movie, I felt good. You know what I mean? Did you feel like I felt
great?
Happy.
It's so fun. I mean, that's what's so great about the movie is pure fun. I mean, the last chase is one of the most incredible things ever put on film. It's like it's fucking unbelievably suspenseful and thrilling. It's like a most beautiful piece of filmmaking, and it's fucking hilarious and fun and exciting, and the performances are great, and the score is like unbelievable. It just never stops.
Can I tell you? I saw a clip. It made me want to kill it was someone on a podcast. And the guy was like some really like anti-Israel person that go, yeah, when that score came up, I had to cover my ears, you know. Johnny Greenwood, he's a Zionist. I was like, what a child. What a cover my ears.
It makes literally no sense.
Like when people are like that, we're like, I'm gonna like I realize like people like that, they're like right-wing Christians are like, I can't hear dirty words. You know what I mean? Like what a child. First of all, Johnny Greenwood's married to an Israeli. Like I don't understand. Like you're basically just saying I couldn't listen because he's not like for the war. You're
Right.
literally covering your ears because you're like, well, I can't listen to him. He's
Well,
married
it's
to
just
an
ultimate
Israeli.
virtue signal. It's just
Yeah.
a thing of like they're just trying to say a thing. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense whatsoever.
And it's just like
one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
One
in
of
my
the
life.
dumbest things I ever fucking. It was so annoying. But anyway, score is great, even if it's from a Zionist, whatever. And then someone in the comments was like, "Oh, you're mad about that? What about Leo, who has investments in Israel?" I'm like, these people need to be shipped off to the moon, don't they?
No,
Like,
they're retarded, and that's their whole personality. They've just decided this event is going to be their personality.
yeah,
and it's
and
just
they're
the
gonna
dumbest thing ever.
and they're gonna outdo each other. You're mad about that, but not Leo, or you're mad about Leo, but not that. You know what I mean? It just
It
goes
makes
on
no
and on.
sense,
Yeah.
and it's made up. They're not even really upset. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the score is incredible, but it is really fun, but I think the feel goodness at the end comes from something even deeper than the fun. I mean, the fun too, but like there's something profoundly moving about the movie, I think.
Now, which part? I mean, get into it.
I think what's profoundly moving is that the way he deals with heroism, kind of what I said before. Someone else would make a movie where the father actually is trying to save the daughter and actually is effective.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of heroism doesn't make me feel as good because that's kind of like fake heroism. This is a heroism I actually can relate to as another human being because it's like the effort he puts into, even though he's a fuck up. And
Right.
even at the end in the action scene, that action scene has such a beautiful metaphorical realm to it, which is that they're driving up and down, right? Which is, you could look at it like, history or life or anything go up and down. And it's the girl and she's being chased by the guy. And Leo, where is he? He's behind them.
Right.
He can't save her.
Right.
He can only be behind. And as a parent, I mean, I'm not one yet, but like, I think as a parent, you're like seeing like, you have to look at your kids and you can't protect them from the world, and you have to just hope you have to hope that you've taught them enough that they can fend for themselves,
Right.
And even though he's a fuck up and he can't remember the code, he can't remember all of that, he did teach her well,
Right.
And so it's like, I don't know, it's a beautiful, I guess I think it's kind of a beautiful view of like fatherhood, you know?
It's also one of the great kills of all time.
The kill of in the car? Or?
The white supremacist guy, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
stopping
amazing.
at the top of the hill and then hiding over there. It's like beautiful. It's a great reveal.
I know, but it's incredible. It's like he can't save her, but he taught her enough to figure out how to do that, you know?
Right.
And to me, it's like, I think with PTA, there's so much metaphor everywhere, like where you like kind of have to look at it like, this is a metaphor for this whole human experience. So you're looking at this movie, it really is a metaphor for like generational, like having a kid, you were fighting, you were the radical, now she has to become one. You're old, you can't stay, you have to pass the baton on. You can't protect her, but you hope you've taught her enough. And then I actually, what really stuck with me, what I got so moved by afterwards, because I always think with a movie, what means the most to me, I mean, as much as I enjoyed being entertained, it's what resonates, what sticks with you. Mm-hmm. And what stuck with me so much is her not recognizing him for a second.
Right,
not knowing
that
who
was
he is.
a scary part. I mean, that was like a beautiful thing.
It is so beautiful. And to me, it kind of got to the core of so much of P.T. Anderson's movies, which is that you have this kind of chaotic, traumatic world, and people create these sometimes family relationships that aren't even real. You
Right.
know, like There Will Be Blood. You have him and his son. That's not really his son.
Right. Same deal here.
Yeah, but except this is that's the reverse. Where I mean, essentially, Sean Penn is kind of like the similar to Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood,
Right.
Where he ends up rejecting the child. Well, I mean, it's a reverse because they're not biologically connected. But you also have the family that's created in Boogie Nights. Mm-hmm. The family, so it's about creating this family in a chaotic world, and that's all you have in the end to hold on to. And her not recognizing him, and him, it's like they're almost on the void. And he it's like this void, and then he like brings her back. I don't know. It's such a beautiful moment to me.
We haven't even talked about the Sean Penn character.
I know. Well, there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But did you found that very like that stuck with you?
Yeah, of course. I find the whole thing was so beautiful and touching, and desperately trying to find your kid.
Yeah, I mean but I really think it's his inability to do it that earns the movingness. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's the real part. Like Tim Robbins' Shawshank. He's such a fucking.
Tim Robbins in Shawshank. How do we get here?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I can't relate to
doesn't
that.
have a kid.
I can't relate to that kind of heroism because there is no flaw there. But
Right.
the flaw of Leo, which is that he is a pothead and he isn't really able to protect his daughter.
Right.
But the fact that he is trying,
Yeah.
it's so moving. It's inspirational, but in a real way. Like if he actually was able to protect his daughter or save the day, it wouldn't have been as moving to me, because that's movie land,
Right.
So there's like almost, even though the movie is an action movie, there's a reality about the human condition put into it that you don't see in other action movies,
Right.
which is a father's inability to protect their kid. It's the opposite of Taken. And Taken, she's nothing without the father. Taken is almost like a really overprotective father's view of, you know what I mean? Like, I'll save you no matter what,
I know. It's just so funny to compare this movie by like a masterful auteur filmmaker of a generation to like just the most garbage thing I've ever seen.
But
I watched 10 minutes of Taken. I was like, this
insane.
is ridiculous.
It's also, he's like weirdly prejudiced towards France. He's like, don't go to France. It's really dangerous.
Right.
And then he's right. She gets kidnapped right away.
Well, that's because they can't make it some other thing. That's just wokeism.
They can't make it.
They just have to make it French. I'm sure if they wanted to, it would have been fucking Iraq or whatever.
I guess that's a good point. But I mean, obviously, yes, I'm not, but I guess I mean the Taken genre, the father.
Right.
It is a deconstruction or a flip on that father saving the daughter action genre,
Oh my God, I have to go soon. By the way, we started late because Raanan broke a piece of equipment off into the camera.
Well, it was a combination of stuff. You were 20 minutes late. I know
like
you don't want to get that out.
First of all, I was 14 minutes late, but then we had to meet at Starbucks, which was another 10 minutes because you walk slower than anyone I've ever met. And then we were 30 additional minutes late because you snapped the thing off. And it was my fucking wife's fault. She took a workout class and didn't get up till 10:35.
Really fucked us.
But anyways,
well, how much time do we have? We got to talk for another 2 hours at least.
we got 2 minutes.
What? 2 minutes? now?
The Sean Penn character. What do you think about that?
I mean, I thought it was amazing. I thought once again, it's like,
I thought he was slightly too retarded.
but I
He's
think
a little like one-dimensionally retarded.
I think like the movie in general kind of deals with like cartoonish kind of archetypes, but then there's also depth within because I think Sean Penn and Leo are both kind of tragic clowns in a way,
Right.
Because even Leo at the end, he's just on the couch trying to figure out a phone.
Right.
Like there's a tragicness where she's going off and he's like basically ready for the nursing home. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like there's a tragic clownness to him, and likewise, I think Sean Penn is a clown, but it's also really tragic. So it's both cartoonish. I think P.T. Anderson, I think what makes him so unique is that he's working on a different level than just realism. It's like cartoonish characters, but there's depth within the cartoonishness. And I think that's really interesting with Sean Penn because Sean Penn has had a career of kind of being violent in a cool way.
Yeah.
And he always looks
in
cool.
this movie,
He is not cool. So it's a real send-up of
I mean, the licking the comb.
Yeah, I know.
Well, also, there's something really strangely sweet and relatable about this horrible white supremacist fascist when he's like trying to impress these guys and he's very excited and he's kind of lying to get in this club. It's like weirdly relatable.
Yes, because, and this is really, I think, what it gets down to. P.T. Anderson is such a humanist when he creates characters. He cannot create a villain like Javier Bardem in No Country. He cannot create a character that's completely cold. Even when he creates an evil character like Sean Penn, it's still a character who wants love, who's lonely, who wants to fit in, who got rejected by this woman, couldn't capture her, is heartbroken, and is now trying to fit in a community just to feel a part of something.
Right.
So only P.T. Anderson can, like his version of a villain is so humanistic where you feel for him even though he's evil.
Legitimately felt sympathetic towards him.
And
even when he's like getting killed, I'm like, oh, poor guy.
It is. And that's the power of P.T. Anderson. Like if you look at his movies, there's no like just evil villain. Everyone from Daniel Day-Lewis, everyone is wanting love and then sometimes going about it in a really fucked up way.
Right.
Or not admitting that that's what they want. But everyone in a P.T. Anderson universe is wanting to belong and wanting love. You know?
Now, could you say that about everybody? I mean, that's like Hitler loves pets and meat.
I mean,
and he thinks he's ridding the world of
he thinks he's
Jews.
doing good.
He's
Yeah,
like, this isn't bad. I mean, if you weren't here, that wouldn't be horrible.
I mean, I think
And Trump also just wants everyone to like him. I mean, if they don't,
I posted a joke about
he acts out.
I posted a joke about Hitler, and someone commented, "Well, Hitler is good because Hitler should have worked harder, then there'd be no Israel, or something." And I'm like, well, that's anti-Semitism, right? That's not just anti-Zionism.
there's so much of the stuff that's...
Also, it's like, I know a lot of Gazans died, but still way more Jews died in the Holocaust.
Right.
Anyway, but whatever. The point is, yeah, I think that's the humanist view, that there are no real... There's evil, but can you understand it? The great humanistic director, Renoir... Right, he did Grand Illusion.
Mm-hmm.
He has a famous quote from The Rules of the Game. The sad thing is everybody has their reasons.
Right.
And that's the humanist credo. Looking at a villain, and no matter what evil they're doing, you understand them. You don't have to condone it, but you understand it, and you may even feel for it. And you do feel for Sean Penn, and this is a guy who's killing his daughter.
Right.
But even that is so humanist because he can't do it himself. I feel like another director would have him try to do it himself.
Right.
But in a way, it's more real and then almost more evil that he can't do it himself,
Yeah. But I kind of forgot about the whole sequence with the hitman guy too. He protects her.
The who one? Which one?
The guy he hires to kill her.
Oh,
he wants to kill her, and he's like, I don't kill kids.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the
and he
Native
takes them to
American
place.
bounty hunter.
Yeah. Bounty hunter. There you go.
It is also. I
totally forgot about that sequence.
It is interesting. There is a lot of connections between this and Eddington, because you got the Native Americans in that.
Right.
I guess that's it. But
there's some violence. There's.
Yeah, I think Sean Penn is it's tragic clown. He is cartoonish, and for once he's not cool, which is maybe upsetting at first to watch because you're even in Mystic River, which I do love. He's like a badass when he's killing Tim Robbins,
Right.
Even though it's an evil act, he looks so cool.
Right.
And this is the first time you're seeing evil look pathetic.
I think when he was walking with the boner, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the beginning of that demeaning thing, which it also it does remind you of Trump people, where they're not cool, but they're evil. But they're also pathetic and gross and lonely and weird and maybe not open to their
You think
vices.
Stephen Miller's not cool? That guy's aces.
That was the other thing I struggled with the movie until I gave into the Star Wars thing, is his racism. That whole thing is not really fully connected to our world because it's like our nationalism, Trump is somewhat multicultural. You know what I mean? We have an Indian head of the CIA. J.D. Vance is,
But these boys weren't the president, right?
No, but I guess there's people are this is so relevant. But I'm Sean Penn's racism is antebellum. It's fucking no one now having a half black daughter is such an old school kind of racism.
Right.
You know?
By the way, that was the biggest laugh in the theater. It was a packed theater, and they're like, I'm afraid that's the bad news. Black. And everyone was like, ah, a huge laugh.
But do you see how that's was that hard at first to connect to just because it's so old school, that kind of racism?
No, I just felt like there's I'm sure there's somebody in the military that hates minorities. It's not that crazy to me.
I guess when people are it's just so relevant, I'm well, that isn't really MAGA is.
See, I'm not taking in the whole I guess I haven't read that much of how relevant.
I don't think
I don't really care about that part.
In a way, it's almost it's not. It's more of a timeless story. I think he makes a timeless story.
I wasn't watching that movie at all being this is the time we're living in. That didn't cross my mind.
But I will say, and maybe this is a bit of a flaw in the movie, having that immigration rate in the beginning does make you connect it with our time.
But I said the movie was in production well before Trump was in office.
I think
written.
Well, I think at least maybe the first term. I do think he's letting those kind of detention centers from the first term. I do think that might be affecting it.
I guess so.
But I actually think that makes you wonder if it's connected to this world. But then you see him being we have to kill my half black daughter, and that's such an old form of white supremacy,
right?
That it's you can't really,
He has to do that to get into this club, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's this thing where he wants so badly to be part of this thing.
Right, but and that's where it's I think you can connect it to now maybe metaphorically, people have vices they're ashamed of, all the Republicans who are gay and then they, have like homophobic bills, you know what I mean? So you can connect it like that. But clearly Trump has created a sort of multicultural nationalism where you have not pure white people, maybe acting with that supremacy, but not being that. So I don't think you can literally connect it to this world. And I think the immigration stuff in the beginning tempted me to try to connect it. And then I found it like put me down this hole where I did have trouble with it. And only once the Star Wars shit I had to give up on that connection did it all kind of work for me.
But in some ways, I think the immigration thing at the beginning is just an example of like, here's a radical left group doing radical left things. I mean, couldn't that?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, how do you not connect it with now with ICE raids happening? It's like, it's kind of hard. I mean, there is a relevance to it at the same time.
Certainly.
Like, you have ICE raids, and this does look like a rogue military. It looks like it does. It literally came out the same weekend as Chicago. I mean, maybe that's
right.
a coincidence, but I do think he is. I mean, I do think he was maybe. Yeah, it was in production for a while, but I do think he was adding shit from at least this kind of. I think there's a lot from Trump's first term that he is incorporating into this.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I mean, it's kind of funny because during Biden's administration, we just let in the most people ever.
Yeah.
So they're like the rebels are like Biden. They're just like, let them all in.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. The
Let
rebels
them
are
back
literally
free.
like, we don't believe in borders. And I'm
Right.
like, once again, it's like, well, I believe in borders. I just don't think you should hunt families down,
Right.
So it's like, you can't look at it the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I do think those rebels are good, but I don't think you're supposed to delve into the politics.
I think that's part of the movie. You're like, well, you can't just do that and you can't do this.
Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, I don't think it delves into the moral complexity of of being a political terrorist. I do think in the bigger scheme of things, they are the good guys. It is good guys versus bad guys on that degree.
I suppose so. I think that. I mean, to me, I see it as like this group of these fucked up people doing fucked up shit, and this group of fucked up people, and in the middle, there's this story of this father and daughter.
Right,
and
but
he's doing the right thing. Where the leader of this radical leftist group abandons their daughter.
Well, that's the moral complexity, is that, not maybe the politics or the act, the terror. It's I think if she would have just settled down after that,
right?
I think the movie, I don't think the movie is like, yeah, I don't know. That's what we're saying. It's like, maybe it is a little, but definitely at the end when she's going to the protest, that's fighting that good eternal fight against evil. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be like, I hope there's not a dumb all cops are bastards sign at the you know what I mean?
Right,
that's just pure good at the end. It's fighting the fight. So there is a simplicity to it to some degree, I think. I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe the original group is too violent, but I don't think the movie really addresses that on any degree.
Yeah, but I just feel like
at the end, the mother's guilty about abandoning the daughter. She's not like, I'm still haunted by that cop I shot.
abandoned my boy. Yeah, right. Yeah, I kind of don't remember the very ending, honestly.
Well, it's that beautiful letter she wrote where she's really is haunted by the fact that she abandoned her. You know what I mean?
I forgot about the letter.
But you should have watched the movie last night. Well, I guess you can't really.
I was watching the Scorsese doc.
How is it?
Oh, it's fucking awesome. Yeah. It's Daniel Day-Lewis's wife. I didn't realize that. That's who made
Rebecca Miller?
Yeah.
Who is Arthur Miller's daughter.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. I'm like, I always thought Gene Wilder was Billy Wilder's kid. And you're like, that's retarded. And then every other person, Rebecca Miller is Arthur Miller's daughter.
Virginia Madsen,
and Michael Madsen are related. And then Angelica Houston and John Houston.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I get the Gene
Both
Wilder.
comedic and perfectly lined up generation-wise.
I get the Gene
One's
Wilder
from the
confusion.
50s and 60s, the other one's in the 70s and 80s.
I get that confusion if you're a kid, but
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was young.
I didn't know how young you were because
nobody corrected me, and then you just keep living your life.
But at a certain point, you're like, they probably would have mentioned this somewhere, that Gene Wilder is the son of the greatest.
I never heard Virginia Madsen, Michael Madsen.
Yeah, Michael Madsen ain't fucking Billy Wilder.
No, but also I'm not like reading a lot of Gene Wilder articles. You know what I mean? Like people aren't talking about Gene Wilder and Billy Wilder all that much.
Yeah, but if like Steve Martin's father was Orson Welles, you'd probably hear about it, you know?
I suppose so.
They probably mention it somewhere, you know?
I guess so.
But
I don't think it's that crazy.
I mean, if you're young, no, but nothing's crazy. I had a friend who in third grade said he went to Mars last week, and I believed him for way too long. But
Anyway.
anyway.
I gotta go. I have people coming to my house in like 45 minutes.
All right, well,
literally, like I have people on the
is that
way
it?
to
Are
the
we
house.
done? Are we? They've been demanding this.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Do we give them enough? I don't know. I guess we gave them
Give
enough.
them enough. It's an hour. We're a full hour. But
All right,
also,
let's conclude
you
this then.
fucking snapped off a piece of equipment in your $40,000 camera, and it delayed us 40 minutes. And I
This is
literally
such a
have
bad
people
purchase.
coming to my home.
This is such a bad purchase. Join the Patreon, by the way. I spent so much money on this camera. Fucking Lex told me to upgrade. He was like, get the lights. I got the lights. And then he's like, you can't use lights with the camera I had. Get a new camera.
But I
My
don't
kid's
understand
going to
your-
fucking starve now because I
But
got this camera.
I don't understand. You're like, I can't afford a producer, but then you bought $30,000 of equipment.
Well, yeah, but now it adds
What is it? Lex charges like $40 an episode. You could
not
have
to
done
me. You give
200
me the
episodes.
Joe Liz deal. I don't get the Joe Liz deal. He's fucking charging me like $200.
Oh, maybe he charged me that too. I don't really think about money.
Yeah,
But,
I know.
It's a beautiful camera. I mean, you could shoot yourself.
I mean, I made a camera.
You made a camera?
It's a good camera, and I was like, I'm gonna learn how to use it. But then
What kind of camera is that?
It's a Sony FX. I'm joking. It's what's they say? What's the poet in Seinfeld? It's the
I like Fleming.
no, it's it's Sony FX30.
Nice. Yeah, I think we gave him a lot. I don't know. We talked. We gave him some stuff.
By the way, you know
what? We will put this on your feed, actually.
Good. Thank God. All right. You know what's what a Seinfeld quote that I love that I feel like people don't talk
It's probably
about
from
it enough.
season 9.
It's when Putty comes into the
Yep, I knew it.
diner. Is he past like season 8 or something? Putty.
No, he
or-
comes in season 6, but
And Elaine's like, "What's he doing here? We broke up." And then Jerry says, "Remember?"
no, I don't watch those
He
episodes.
goes, and yet he continues to live.
But that's what I mean. Even that, like, it's so fascinating to me because you're such an intellectual. You have such
That's a great
in-depth
line.
thoughts on all this art, and then it's like that's just retarded.
You don't
Like,
think
what-
that's a great line?
It doesn't. It's not a great line because Elaine wouldn't. Why Elaine would just be like, "Oh my God, Putty's here." It makes no sense. There's no connection
No, that's
to
something
reality.
you might say. What's he doing here? We broke up. Like that's something you could say.
No, it's
character motive.
not.
What's he doing in my neck of the? I don't know. There's like
No, it's not. You would go, "Oh my God, David Putty's here." Fuck. She lives in the area.
I don't.
It's
I think
stupid.
I think it's a narcissism that people can fall into, and he's look.
But
there's-
she's not stupid.
I don't know why you find it so controversial that I think Jerry Seinfeld is the funniest character on the show, and that the season 9 is the best season. Once Larry David left, I don't understand what's so
Of
frustrating.
all the great jokes, she's like, yeah, oh my God, we broke up. Why? Like shit, they made everybody so dumb the last 2 seasons. All the characters are fully retarded.
I love it.
It's so stupid. Like, why would Elaine, who's like a college educated, very smart person, go, "What the hell's he doing here? We broke up."
You know what it is?
If it was her apartment, it would make sense.
You know what it is? I think when Seinfeld came out, I was young, so I think I became more aware of the later seasons. So I don't think I saw this transformation you saw. You know what I mean? So for me, it was just funny.
Right.
I think you saw it transforming into a different show.
I guess.
But
We're
then
like 6 months apart, by the way. That's just a line from
Curb.
Seinfeld.
Oh, the
No,
Curb.
that's Seinfeld.
Oh yeah,
Maybe they do that in Curb.
It's also in Curb. It's Richard Lewis. Is Curb coming back for a new season?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
By the way, what I just quoted is also from season 8 or 9. I can't remember.
We're
Because
6 months
Banya
apart.
is the voice of a new generation. My generation.
We're 6
6 months apart.
What do you do? You're always in the same clothes. What? What do you do when you run out of clothes? I do a wash.
I do a wash.
What is that? What season is that?
I don't know. I can't remember that
I
one.
guess me and you both have 2 really controversial TV opinions. You don't like Sopranos, and I think Jerry Seinfeld's the funniest character on the show.
Wait, do you actually think he's the funniest character on the show?
No, I don't. No,
That's
but
crazy.
like
It's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
No, but he makes me laugh. I don't know. His
Well,
line.
I'm very defensive of Jerry on the show. He's extremely
I don't think people
funny.
give him enough credit.
No, people say he's not funny at all. He's got some of the best lines ever.
And I don't think people realize how much they're laughing at his lines. I don't think they realize.
I mean, every day's my birthday is like one of the top 10 lines ever.
He has some of the funniest, wittiest lines.
Every day's my birthday.
And also, his like bad acting is great. It's Newman. I mean, that's great. A good actor wouldn't do it well. Newman, like him trying to be intense, is so funny.
Happy birthday. No such thing. No, he's great. No, I'm going to be just fine. I mean, that's great. One of these days, something horrible is going to happen to you. It has to.
No, I'm just going to be
just
one of the
fine.
greast ones. Yeah.
No, I'm going to be just
I mean,
fine.
or the greatest line, egg omelet. Or what's it? What's
Nah, damn.
the
The
egg
omelet.
omelet?
No, he's amazing.
I
But he's
think-
the fourth funniest, in my
I
opinion.
think he's funnier than Elaine.
You know, Sean Donnelly, that pimple, he thinks Elaine's number one.
What is he at the fucking at Lilith Fair saying that opinion? Fucking poser.
And I think it's crazy to think anyone but Kramer's number one. I mean, George is number two.
Oh, you think
There's some
Elaine's the fun-
distance. I mean, Kramer, the slip and fall.
The funniest Marx Brothers is a woman that they're making fun of.
By the way, I saw Duck Soup in the theater, which was fun at the TCM cruise.
It's great.
Of course.
That opening, there's like 4 lines in a row that are like so hilarious back to back in the beginning. The no reason to bring the Civil War.
It's fucking amazing. But the dinner party episode where Kramer slips unprovoked when he's just standing there and he's
yeah.
it's
No, I
fucking
mean, yeah,
crazy.
they're all
Throws my
amazing.
hips off kilter.
By the way, you know what's interesting about the Marx Brothers? That line. It's so much funnier now. No need to bring the Civil War into it. It's actually funnier now because Civil War seems so much longer. But for them, that's probably like Vietnam.
Right.
For them, it's like don't bring the V, which isn't that funny, right? What is it?
Well,
40?
it's more like equivalent of World War II.
Yeah.
It's 1933. The Civil War ended in 865.
Yeah, so it's still funny, but it is definitely funnier the farther away you get from
Right,
it.
right.
Like it's funnier for our. No need to bring the Civil War into it.
Oh, what was I just gonna say? I had something to add.
Marx Brothers.
Fuck, Marx Brothers, Civil War.
Karl Marx is one of the brothers who didn't make it on the movie.
How about this? Ben Mankiewicz, the TCM host, he introduced Duck Soup, and he goes, does anybody know who the oldest brother is? I was blown away by this. I didn't know this. And people start yelling out, and I was like, it's Chico. Chico's the oldest. And I was the only one. I knew more than
Is it
everyone.
pronounced
in the crowd.
Chico? I thought it was Chico.
It's Chico.
Chico. That's
Yeah.
the Italian one?
Yeah.
He's the oldest?
It's Chico because he loves chicks.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's a woman.
Who's the mute who's just like
Womanizer.
trying to rape women the whole time? He's hilarious.
Harpo?
He's like just like, trying to rape
Like
women.
Groucho's the third oldest.
Anyway, so in conclusion, it might be my favorite outside of Magnolia, my favorite PTA movie.
You like Magnolia better than There Will Be Blood? And Phantom Thread?
Yeah, I love Magnolia. I mean, Magnolia is great. You're saying this like I'm like,
It is great. I'm surprised. I mean, I just Magnolia. Once it rains frogs, I'm like, all right.
you know what I think about PTA? I think he's like, you have to
I
accept.
don't know how we missed that, by the way, when we're like, he doesn't always love reality. Licorice Pizza. How long is it? It's like raining frogs in a movie.
Yeah, I think like with PTA, like I think you just have to accept they're not perfect. There's gonna be flaws in all of them in a way. He's like a hot mess, but it's a beautiful, unique hot mess. You know what I mean?
Phantom Thread. I just love that film so much.
I do-
And There Will Be Blood, of course.
There Will Be Blood doesn't like.
I know. We did a whole episode on it. It doesn't mean anything.
I like
to
it
you.
more
You
now.
don't
I did
care.
another episode. I like it more. It just doesn't hit me. It doesn't hit me emotionally. Maybe if it was more about the father and the son the whole time. I just don't like Paul Dano. But I don't know. Magnolia is just so beautiful. You know,
I think it's Dano.
Dano,
I think so.
who's related to. I was trying to think of another.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Magnolia. All right, well, let's end it. Rank the PTA movies, and then we'll end it. Okay. Your
Okay.
ranking. Letterboxd.
Tough ranking. Okay, let me see. I gotta go. Number one, I think it's still There Will Be Blood for me. Now it's hard for me because I haven't seen One Battle After Another many times. It takes me a long time to really get an assessment of
I
the
know.
film.
That's why everyone's like it's the best movie of the decade. You do have to wait a little to see if it. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I'm gonna say There Will Be Blood 1. I love Phantom Thread. It's hard. I've only
Put it
seen One
number
Battle
two.
After Another. I'll put Phantom Thread 2 for now. Then One Battle After Another. Then Boogie Nights. Then Punch Drunk Love, maybe.
You know, I rewatched that.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold up great. I mean, there's some beautiful parts, but her character is so boring, and there's no.
Well, it's kind of a mess. It doesn't really make sense. A lot of it doesn't make sense.
And there's
It's
just
fun,
no
but-
reason for her to like. They don't go into why she's into him. It's
Yeah,
just, she's
exactly.
just like an
That was my
object.
flaw.
It actually really hurts the movie by the end. You're like, you know, it's a romantic comedy. You got to have her be a character.
I'm trying to think of the other movies now. Hard Eight. Oh, Inherent Vice. I don't understand.
I never
Hard
saw
Eight is
that one.
good. I'm trying to think of the other ones now. Oh, Licorice Pizza. That's kind of down there for
I
me.
know it's kind of hit and miss.
I don't love Licorice Pizza. I got to rewatch Magnolia. It's been a while, I have to admit. What are we missing? Licorice Pizza. Inherent
Master.
Vice. Oh, The Master. I love The Master.
Do you?
I mean, it's a
What's
mess.
it about?
It's crazy. It's a crazy mess, but I love those two going at it.
Yeah,
I love
I know.
Hoffman. I mean, Pig Fuck is amazing, and Joaquin is crazy and great. I told you I saw it in the theaters with Sarah, and there was a group of black people who went, nah, fuck this. We fucking died laughing. I really have to go. Oh, my God. I seriously have to go.
Okay,
People
all
are
right,
coming
shit.
to my house
Oh.
right now.
All right, fine. All right. Well, thank you for coming, Joe. You have
That
any
was
plugs?
fun. Thank
or-
you. Plugs. Yes, I have hair plugs. Check out my movie, Portrait of a Comedian, Tom Dustin, Portrait of a Comedian. It's on Punch Up Live. It's $6. What the fuck? Buy
Check it out. It's
$6.
great. I
Who
watched it
gives
in
a shit?
theaters. It was great.
And then what else? I got Lexington, Kentucky coming up. That's near
Really?
you.
Oh, yeah. Off Broadway. I love that place.
Maybe. Sure. And then my special, Small Ball, trying to get to 1 million show.
He's almost there. Check it out. Small Ball. And then for me, I'm going to be I got all these dates coming up. But most importantly, fucking Los Angeles, November 5th, Comedy Store, Belly Room. Get tickets right now. I was going to go to L.A. for a TV gig that got canceled. So now I'm only
What,
going.
Comics Unleashed?
Yeah, they canceled the taping. It really screwed me. And Byron Allen is a billionaire, but he can't fucking, pay you. Anyway, no need to get into that. But it got canceled, the taping. So now I'm only there for this fucking gig. So please come. It's going to be great, but I'll be honest. I kind of need to make money.
Go.
I don't have the TV taping anymore. You know,
One of
they
the
moved
funniest
that.
comedians.
L.A., November 5th. Get tickets now. And Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky, November 10th. Get tickets now. They're both at punchup.live/Raanan/tickets.
People are going to beat me to my house. They're going to fuck my wife.
Cap City in Austin.
I can't have Salacuse
Is that the
and
rule?
Norman in my house?
If you don't get there on time, they fuck your wife. And punchup.live/Raanan/tickets.
Thanks for watching my
and
podcast.
Check out my Patreon. It's great. We got a lot of great stuff on there. And we'll see you next week. This has been your
Next
favorite
week.
movie.
Next year.
Cut.
Raanan is fat and he's a Jew. He'll tell you something that you already knew. Your favorite movie sucks. Your favorite movie sucks. American Beauty or Forrest Gump. Your favorite movie sucks.